So firstly, just for this recording, could I just take your full name and title, please?
Lynn Goodman, Women and Girls Development Officer at Barnsley FC.
Lynn, obviously we've had some great news. You're in the final. Tell us a bit about the Cup. What's it been like?
It's been brilliant. Obviously last year they won it, so obviously to get to the final this year again is a bonus. Again, they'll play Huddersfield, which will be a tough test because they're obviously in the league above. So it's going to be difficult, but the girls are looking forward to it.
I saw the girls parading around Oakwell on Saturday, so that was a nice little warm-up, I guess, in front of a big crowd, but then obviously got to do it on the pitch now. Yeah,
definitely. It's going to be difficult, like I said, but I think they're more than capable of doing it. But again, it comes down to the day and see what happens, but the girls loved coming to Oakwell.
It's obviously quite a difficult one when you've won a cup and then you go in the next season to try and retain it. That's a different task altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And they've had a few changes within the squad. Some girls have left and obviously brought some new ones in as well. So it's going to be a challenge, but they're up for it.
What's women's football like here in Barnsley in terms of standards, do you feel?
I think it's growing. I think throughout the region itself it's growing, but I think Barnsley Ladies, the club is one of the best in the South Yorkshire. But with regards to Barnsley Ladies, they're developing. They just need to obviously get out the league they're in. They're more than capable of doing that, but they're showing that with the cup runs and things.
What's the league form been like this season?
Hit and miss, obviously, depending where they play. Obviously, they've got quite a few travelling to do, but with regards to them, they need to step them games up. But at Oakwell itself, with the pitch and everything, they're doing well. So, yeah. And
what are the facilities? Obviously, the facilities are quite mentioned here, quite a lot on the men's side of things as well. So I'm guessing they work just the same for the women's side. They're very good.
Yeah, for the last 2 years now, they've been linked with ourselves, and they've changed the name to Barnsley Ladies FC. So with regards to that, they've got that title, but the facilities down here are top, probably the best in the region again. AstroTurf down there, and then they play on the pitch, which obviously not many girls' clubs do play at a stadium like Oakwell. So that's good.
And we've seen this initiative that's come out nationally this week, I think it was earlier this week, about how they want to double the amount of women playing the sport. I mean, what's your thoughts on that, firstly?
Firstly, I think it's going to be difficult. With regards to women getting into football, it's obviously hard anyway, but the numbers what have come out for the last couple of years has grown massively. To double it, it's going to be tricky, but we're more than up for it.
I mean, you look at when England's women's teams finished third. I mean, that was a big, for me, I thought that was a big thing because that sort of boosted it, I think, a little bit. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do, yeah. And I think whenever women's football gets on telly, whether it be England or, the local clubs or whatever, Arsenal's, Chelsea's, I think that just shows women that they can get in sport, whether it be younger girls or the older ones. So getting them back into football is going to be great. It's just getting facilities and time to work with those girls to get them back in there.
When you look at men's football, obviously we all know there's a lot of money involved in men's football. Do you feel that some of that money should be used for women's football to develop it more and to bring it up? Because, like you say, I think if you could invest more into the game, it would be good.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we all know that men footballers get more than women, and for some reason that happens. But with regards to that, they should pump more funding in for women, because at the end of the day they're doing the same job. Unfortunately, it's not as professional as it is, or it could be, but it's getting there. Obviously the top leagues are getting there, so maybe it'll step down and Barnsley Ladies might be up there somewhere.
And what is the aim for Barnsley Ladies then, looking forward in the future for the next, say, 5-10 years, do you think?
5-10 years, well, we've got to be realistic. Can they get to the WSL? We'll see, hopefully, but if not, obviously get as high as possible and win as many trophies as they can, like the men's team really.
And when we talk about this initiative that's been launched to try and double the amount, I mean, what do you think they need to do particularly to make that happen?
I think to start off with, they need to look at the younger ones and get them involved, and when obviously starting from the younger ones and keep them involved, but also look at older ones, look at facility. Can we book a facility out to get them there, and then just promoting it really. But we'll see what happens in the next couple of years.
Do you think, when we talked about, you mentioned about the TV and having the games on telly, do you think that's a big part as well? Because I know obviously a lot of people watch men's football on telly. Do you think if women's football was on telly more, young girls might think, oh, I'm watching that and I enjoy it, and I think, yeah, I'd like to get into it?
Yeah, definitely. Like the girls went round the Oakwell pitch on Saturday, and the amount of people who obviously go to that game and then heard that Barnsley Ladies are playing at Oakwell. I think on Sunday we had about 60 to 70 people. Well, before you normally get 20, so I think with that helps. So more people see it and hear about it, the more people will get involved in things like that. So yeah, definitely. And
for the Cup then, what do you reckon the attendance roughly will be? Do you think you'll get quite a few for that?
Yeah, and they're playing Huddersfield, who are obviously leagues above, so they'll bring a few, but we're looking to promote it as much as we can in Barnsley and get as many people down. Last time I think there were about 150, so maybe look at just topping that, but we'll see what happens.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's spot on.